What is going on, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? Welcome in to another episode. I think we're lagging a little bit here, but let's make her do here. That connection should straighten up itself. But what's going on, guys? Myself, Mr. Gogster, a little stutter. You know, it's Friday night. We've all had a couple drinks, so let's just have a good time here. We're talking Sanderson Farms Open, guys. This is it's been an interesting tournament so far. We got Willie Zalatoris, guys, 20-1. If you tuned into the Wednesday show, we gave him out in our six-pack. Our six-pack's looking pretty good. There's one guy we're going to really lay into here in a couple minutes. But Will Zalatoris, first place right now, 3.08 strokes off the tee. Or sorry, putting, guys. That's just unbelievable. Distance, he's 310 yards. And approach is 1.33. Those are the three stats, guys, we're going to want to focus in on this show. And it's going to make you guys some money, I think, on rounds 3 and 4. There's no lines, too, guys. There's no lines quite yet for these matchups, but we're still going to cash some tickets, nothing, no sweat, guys. We're still here to make some money. Shout out to everyone in the chat. I don't have it up right now, so unfortunately, there's something going on with StreamYard. I don't know what it is, but it's not allowing me to see it. So, Vic, if you could throw those up, that'd be awesome, my guy. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. Shout out to Pub Sports Radio. Check them out. Discord, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, the whole 9 yards. They got you guys covered for this upcoming NHL, NBA seasons. You name it. Pub Sports Radio, great group of guys. Let's get to the golf show here. Sanderson Farms. Zalatoris is in first place. He's looking absolutely unbelievable, guys. Shot 11 under. You don't see too many guys shooting 11 under. He beat his season best by 3 strokes as well. So Zalatoris, we said it on the Wednesday show. He's just itching for a win. He's right at the finish line. And if he can hold on, which I don't see why not. A guy shoots 11 under. Obviously, he's got his putter down pat, right? So nothing wrong with Zalatoris. Number 2, Connors. We gave out Corey Connors, T15. He's a minus 0.76 strokes putting. That's right, Corey Connors. He's his T15, but he still can't putt, and he's still right there. If Connors just has a mediocre day on the putting green, are we lagging there? Sorry, guys, if we're lagging there. Friday night mishaps. But anyways, let's get back to this. Connors, if he's been putting well, Connors is going to be right there, guys. There's no doubt about it. Approach, he's 1.98 strokes gained approach. And 294 off the tee. So those are really good numbers you're going to be seeing. Let me just see if I can adjust the camera there, maybe to change up the connection. But Corey Connors, you got to love what you're seeing from the guy. He's a tee to green machine. He's going up against a lot of Corn Ferry graduates. We're going to get into the Corn Ferry guys. They're deep off the tee, plain and simple. These guys are hitting like 310, 315 averages. They just are going to see how they do on a Saturday, Sunday with the pressure's on. You got guys like Zalatoris and Connors on their tail. So Zalatoris, Connors looking good, guys. Hoffman and Tringali are 3 and 4. We gave those ones out also in the show. They're T27. Both are the best putters. We said Hoffman's one of the best putters. We love him on sorry, a little brain fart there. On Bermuda, he's 1.31 strokes gained, 0.08 approach, 294. If he can just get his approach game down a little bit more, give himself easier putts. Look out for Hoffman. I think he's going to be right in the mix. T27. We also got him T20 bets as well, guys. We have him T20 and outright 35-1. So we're looking good there as well. Tringali had a really good day today, -6. He was -1 after the first day, but straightened things out. -6, 1.30 strokes gained on the putting surfaces, 1.27 approach. That's even better than Hoffman. So I like what I'm seeing a little bit better, actually, from Tringali than I am Hoffman. And 292 average distance is a great number. Reason I'm telling you guys about this average distance is because it doesn't matter. I watched Zalatoris. If you're left or right, it doesn't really matter, guys. If you got 115, 120 yards in, as long as you're holding the greens, which is, it's a little bit tough, but these pins were all over the edges of the green, so running it out to the pin, if you just know your distance, was a real great factor. So what I'm trying to tell you guys is distance is going to be huge here. It's a 7,200 yard track, so guys that are deep like Zalatoris, and you have a really good approach game, it's going to be hard to beat. Tringali also covers that marker, and he's 1.30 strokes gained putting, guys. So that's a really good stat I like to see. Corey Connors, like I said, -0.76, but he's T15. It's quite unbelievable. He's T15, but he's -0.76 putting. If he gets the putter down, Connors is going to be right in the mix, guys. This is the one I'm going to lay into right now. You're a scrub, bud. That's Patton Kazire. He was -5, guy. -5 after day 1. Shot a +6, missed the cut, +1 final. That's very sad. We got to be fading this guy going forward. Patton Kazire is on the backhand. He deserves one of these, a swift one, because you're a scrub, bud. You're -5 and you shoot +6. Like, obviously, he can't handle his booze or something because you don't just shoot +6. Anyways, enough of Patton Kazire. He missed the cut. That was the 5th guy on our 6-pack. Emiliano Grillo, he was T55. Nothing wrong with Grillo, birthday guy here. His birthday was today, actually, October 1st. He's T55, -0.86 strokes on the putting surfaces. So similar to Corey Connors, he's not putting the greatest, but the approach is +2.18 strokes, guys. He's putting himself on the green. That's a good sign from Grillo. So he's actually going to be in one of the matchups. I don't have a line for it yet, guys. We'll get to the matchups in a second, but he's going to be a guy you're going to want to bet, in my opinion. He's also 292 off the tee, which is a decent whack at it. Yeah, that's our 6-pack for you there, guys. So I get a little Pepsi in here, a little dry from golf in there. I'll tell you guys about that. Excuse me. Yeah, we also, myself there, we hit the golf courses. Great time to get out golfing there. If you guys don't do it yourselves there, get out with mom and dad. Yourself, Mr. Gogster here, was nailing putts like a little DeChambeau style. Anyways, enough of that. Who cares? But anyway, it was a good time. Getting to the players you want to back here. There's I made a list here, guys. Players to back, players to fade. Let's get to the players to back list here. Driving distance, the top, what do I got here? About 7 guys in driving distance you're going to want to be looking at. Matthew Wolff, he's 5 under, 325. He's got 5 yards average on the next closest guy. That's Brandon Hagee at -7. Mullinax, there's a lot of Corn Ferry guys you're going to not be familiar with. Well, here's one of them. Mullinax, I don't even got his first name for you, unfortunately, guys. We'll have that for the next show, especially if he's in the mix. Mullinax, though, -8. He's 317 off the tee. This guy's been doing a lot of good stuff. Wouldn't be fading him. Bramlett's another one. Bramlett, shout out to Bramlett. He's also 312 off the tee. Kit Yama, 312. Pendrith, Taylor Pendrith, Canadian, 311. Young, this is going to be one of the guys I want you to take a look at, guys. I actually have a couple bucks on. That's Cameron Young. He's 12 under, 311. And then Zalatoris, 310. Zalatoris is going to be tough to beat, but we got a couple guys at some nice odds I'm going to get to in a second. Approach, Burns. We decided to fade Burns. A little risky. Definitely a little risky on the risk meter. That's for sure. -10 Burns is right now, and if he can putt, we're in trouble. But if he doesn't putt, which I didn't count him to be putting too well, he's minus. What do I got here? -0.93 strokes on the putting surfaces. So it doesn't matter if he's getting himself on the green. 3-putt yourself out of the tournament, bud. So that's what I think is going to happen to Mr. Burns. But Sam Burns, great golfer. We're going to probably have some money on him going forward in this betting show. Sam Burns is number 1 in approach. Malnati's number 2, -7. Norlander -10. Kit Yama. It's Kit Yama, guys. That could be a guy, actually. Do I have him here? I don't have him on my matchup bets, but look out for this Kit Yama guy. He's tops on driving distance and approach. So, Christ, if he just starts to get the putter down, similar to a lot of these guys, you got to like what you're seeing from this young guy, Kit Yama. Mito Pereira's approach, guys, -6. He's -6 in the tournament, but his approach is really good. But again, he's not making any putts. Grillo, we like what we're seeing from Grillo. Again, can't putt. Hardy and Connors finish off the list there of our top approach players. Putters, this is the big one I think you guys are going to want to focus on. Everyone can get to the green, but who's making the putts? Who's really finishing, closing the deal, right? Like your boy Gogster was on the putting greens, just one putt and everything, baby. That's right. See you later. Anyways, Zalatoris, -13. He was the best putter in this tournament. He's just lights out, and if he's putting lights out, I think he's going to be hard to beat. Nick Watney, he's -13 again. If he's putting well, this guy's really deep off the tee. So I could see those two in a Sunday matchup. Buckley, this Buckley guy, not going to be fading him. He's putting pretty well. Whaley, Jaeger, shout out to our guy, Gabe Morency. Gave out this one, Jaeger, as well as Cam did. Nate Lashley, he's also putting quite well. And Michael Thompson, he's putting well, but he's not a guy I really want to back. Just his driving distance, guys, is near the bottom. And if you're not driving the ball far enough, you're having these longer approach shots. In the long run, it's going to bite you in the rear end. So players to back, though, in the most part, I think, like I said, Zalatoris, Burns, be very careful with. We're not going to be fading him going forward. Excuse me. This Kit Yama, don't sleep on this Kit Yama, guys. This guy seems to be checking a lot of boxes. And Mullinax is another guy. Garcia was in our matchup bets. We gave it on Wednesday. Garcia is not faring too great. He had 2 birdies on 17 and 18, so that saved his ass to get into the tournament, not miss the cut. He was -2, and just like I said, 2 birdies got him to -4. So he made the cut. Unfortunately, we could have cashed 3 early matchup bets just like that. Check. But he's gonna make us sweat it out. What figures say? It's just sports betting. Anyways, Cam Young, that's one of the guys we were talking about earlier in driving distance, 311 driving distance. He's also he's plus 0.1 to approach. If his approach can get a little bit better, his putting is plus 1.30. He's 14-1. He's only 1 stroke off the lead. Couple bucks on Cam Young. I don't think that's a bad bet, just to kind of cover our ass just in case he does win. But yeah, Zalatoris is looking damn good after shooting 11 under. Have a hard time seeing him not win this tournament. One more here, or sorry, 2 more. Dylan Fertelli. These guys are a couple back. We have 2 days to catch these guys. Tomorrow's going to be moving day, so look out for Dylan Fertelli, -8, 80-1. There's a good number. Couple bucks, couple McDonald's burgers on that. 304 driving distance average. We like that. Plus 1.56 approach and plus 0.73 on the putting Richter scale there for strokes gained. So he's gaining strokes on all the key categories we like to see, guys, and he's over 300 yards average with his distance. So Dylan Fertelli, look out for Dylan. A couple bucks at 80-1 wouldn't hurt anyone, just your pockets in the end. And when I say hurt your pockets, I mean you get fatter stacks, baby. That's right. $2, turn it two bucks on an 80-1, guys. $160. Come on, right? Anyways, next one's going to be our guy Varner here, Harold Varner III. Shout out to Varner. 50-1. Another guy, a couple bucks can turn you into 200. 299 off the tee, plus 2.96 on the approach scale. That's some of the tops. We're surprised I didn't have him on our top approach list, but plus 2.9 strokes gained with his approach. That's unbelievable from Varner, and plus 0.75 on the putting scale. It's another good one we like to see. So look out for Varner. I think he's a Thursday warrior. We all know that, but you know what, guys? A couple bucks at 50-1, not your worst idea here. That's going to pretty much round out the players to back. Players to fade, I'll be quick with this one for you guys. Appreciate everyone tuning in there. Jaeger, we did like him on, excuse me. We did like his putting, but his approach was near the bottom. Moore's another guy. He's plus 0.66 on the approach, 278 distance, and plus 1.51 on putting. Okay, his putting might save him, but 278 off the tee is not getting it done exactly. McGirt is not putting well. 0.33 strokes gained on the putting surfaces, minus 0.06 on his approach. I don't like to see that in 280 driving distance. Rounded out here. I don't know this guy too well. I can't lie to you guys, but I'll tell you the numbers at least. Hirschman. Anyway, if you see this guy on a matchup bet, I'll be fading him. He's minus 0.75 on the approach. He's plus 1.3 on the putting scale, but if he's not putting himself in the right situations with his approach game, then he's not going to have himself easy putts. In the long run, it's going to bite him in the rear. 281 driving distance average is not. It's okay, but it's not good enough in my opinion. And then Michael Thompson, he's a good putter, but again, similar to a Hirschman, he's just not getting it done on the approach game, guys. But yeah, that's going to round out the players to fade, players to back. Sanderson Farms Open. Wednesday show, like I keep reiterating here, guys, 20-1. We're looking good with Zalatoris. Fingers crossed. He's got all the energy drinks and kale in the barn, and he's not gonna go hungry. What's going on, Razor? Appreciate my guy tuning in. Good luck this weekend. Absolutely. Shout out to Razor Sports Pick. This guy's killing it left, right, and center. We got to meet up too, Razor. Everyone in the chat, one of these days we're gonna have a meetup at Pub Sports Radio, just a huge get together, just betting sports left, right, and center, just cashing tickets, beating bookies up. That's what it's all about. You know what I'm saying? But thank you so much, Razor, for tuning in. Appreciate it, guy. We're just finishing up our golf talk here. Usually it'd be a longer show, but I just don't have the line, so I can't really go on too much, right? But overall, round 3 matchup bets, we're going to go off the tee times. So these are the tee times these guys are matched up against. So more likely than not, you're going to have these available at your sports book. I just don't have the lines, unfortunately. Griot over Redmond. I like what I'm seeing from Griot. Redmond. Doc Redmond's a real Thursday warrior as well. I didn't like what I see from his approach, driving distance, and putting. Where only thing Griot needs to do would be his putter. He'd just get that putter down, Griot, and we expect him to do that because he was in his our six pack. So Griot over Redmond, I like that one. Smalley, shout out to this guy, Alex Smalley, Smalley over Davis Thompson. That might be one of those you could throw in the parlay. Smalley's just gaining strokes on the approach and the putting surfaces considerably more than Davis Thompson. Adam Long over Brandon Steele. This is one I have a check mark on, so I really like this one. When this one comes out, I expect it to be somewhat close, and we will have some money on this one. Adam Long, similar to pretty much all these bets we're giving out on matchup bets, guys, are going to be regarding approach and putting, because the distance, they're pretty similar on a lot of these guys. The reason why they're matched up, like I was saying here, Zalatoris, Watney, those are two guys at the very top. Buckley, he's -12. Jaeger, -10. A lot of guys that are driving the ball far are right up at the top. So anyways, Damon over Thompson. This isn't Davis Thompson. This is the accountant, Michael Thompson. We like that one. Ryan Moore over Kirk. That's Chris Kirk. I think Ryan Moore is a good shot here, guys. Dougie Gim. Dougie Gim's going to be another check mark. Tune in on Twitter, Ego47. You guys can see that just to the just below there. That's the Twitter handle, and I'll have some matchup bets for you guys tomorrow when you're out on the golf course swinging them and slugging beers and all that good stuff at the golf courses. Anyways, we're going to go with Ryder as well. Sam Ryder over McGirt. That's one of the another check marks we're going to have. So look out for Mr. Sam Ryder, guys. I think he's got a great shot here over McGirt. Connors over M. That's another look. A little bit risky, you could say. If we can get a plus money, though, on Connors over M, guys, you're probably going to see that on our matchup bets. We're going to tweet out in probably a couple hours on Twitter there. Streelman over Laundry as well. Laundry. Not too familiar with Landry, but I saw his stats from Landry, and they just weren't good enough on the putting surfaces and the approach, where Streelman just starts making a couple more putts. He's put himself in a really good situation. So I do like Streelman over Landry, and Sloan over Buckley. Buckley, yeah, he's putting well, but Sloan's been in this situation many more times, considerable more times. It's Roger Sloan, the Canadian, than Buckley has. We don't got the first name on the guy. Sorry, Buckley, you got to do a little more for us to write down your first name. But Sloan, I think I'm going to throw another check mark on that one. If we can get a nice line, we'll have a matchup bet on him as well, guys. Round two, what do I have here? Picked every corner of the greens. Yeah, round two matchups, whole positions were just on every single corner of the green, which really you'd think would be on a Sunday, but whatever. I guess they decided to do it on Friday. But Saturday, tomorrow's matchups are going to be, it's moving day, guys. Moving day at the Sanderson Farms Open. So expect some guys to go really low. So the guys on the outrights we're going to give out. We can't do matchup bets with lines, but like I said, we'll tweet them out. Cam Young, 14-1. Look out for this young guy, Cam Young. He's only one back. Number 2 is going to be Dylan Fratelli, 80-1. He's -8. He's a couple strokes back, but at a course like this, don't count anyone out. I'd say -8 and above. And Dylan Fratelli, 80-1. Sign us up. We got the pen in the hand. Now, last one's going to be Harold Varner III. A lot of people say he's a Thursday Warrior, but everything I'm seeing here, plus 2.96 on the approach, and he's also gaining almost a stroke on the field on the putting surface. So, and he's 299 off the tee, almost 300 average. Look out for Harold Varner III. He could be a sneaky look. Razor Sharpix is saying Aaron Wise, 15-1 to win it all. I don't have Aaron Wise on all my. I was looking at Wise. Do I have him? Oh, just one sec there, Mr. Razor. I think I got something right here on Wise. Come on, Gog. Yeah, I do. I checked him right off the box. He was good the last year there, Razor, 0.75 strokes at the Sanderson, but overall at Harbour 10, he was -1.45, and he was -1.18 to the Valero. So he's going to be similar to a lot of these guys. His approach, I have to dive a little bit more into it, but if his approach is half decent, then maybe, but if he's not historically putting too well on these tracks, Razor, they're not guys, especially on Saturdays, especially Sunday. Aaron Wise is a great ball striker, Thursday Warrior. A lot of these guys are all Thursday Warriors. That's why you don't see, I don't think there's a top 20 guy in this field, to be honest. But it's going to be a grinded out kind of tournament. So like I said, guys, Cam Young, we got Cam Young. Holy shit, these guys are just so new. I don't even know half their names. Corn Ferry Tour, guys. It's tough to get some coverage on that stuff. But Cam Young, What do I got here? Dylan Fratelli and Harold Varner. That's 80 to 1, 50 to 1, and 15 to 1. That's going to be what we're going to give out to you guys. I'll tweet out my action for the matchup bets. I don't want to waste any more of your Friday night. I know you guys got a lot of shit going on. Appreciate you tuning in though here at Pub Sports Radio. Everyone that's subscribed to this channel, thank you so much. You guys rock. You guys kick ass. Tomorrow, I know Babano, CMAC, the whole gang's going to have a college football segment, show, you name it. You need picks, you need insights, injury reports. These guys kick ass. I've been watching them for a long time, and I've been cashing tickets myself. So be sure to tune in. And then Jimmy the Bag and the gang also have one on Sunday. So that's what Pub Sports got going on. We'll be back Wednesday for the next golf tournament. Expect some better players to be in this one, guys. It's going to be interesting. We think we got Zalatoris in our back pocket at 20 to 1. Fingers crossed. Hopefully we can come back Wednesday with a nice couple more bucks in our pocket. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. You guys have a good night. Thank you so much, Pub Sports Radio, and Leche, hello, bookmakers, get that cash, son. Let's go. Let's milk them, baby. Let's milk them.